Hello and welcome to my first video on A-level chemistry, and this is the introductory video to energetics. And there are 4 types of questions that you need to know for energetics, and I'm going to be telling you just about each type, how to recognize them and how to approach questions in energetics. So the first type of question is the Q equals mc delta T, where m is the mass of the liquid. If it's water, it's usually given in centimeters cubed, so you convert it. C is the specific heat capacity, which is given to you. And delta T is the temperature change in kelvins. So to identify these type of questions, what you need to do, you need to have searching eyes or skim reading eyes. What should you be looking for? Well, look for some kind of liquid involved in there. Usually is to heat a liquid. Look for a mass or a specific heat capacity or a temperature change in the question. So I'm going to show you now, by changing the screen, an example of a question which involves specific heat capacity. And it will come up in just a minute. Okay, there it goes. So this is part of the question, and this is part C. This is taken from a real exam paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight the information that's been given to me. As you can see there, we've got 50 centimeters cubed of water. That's your mass, which is 50 grams. We have a temperature change, and if you look down here, we have also got specific heat capacity. So the 3 clues are there for you to know which method to use. Today I'm not going to go through the method, that will be in another video. Let's move on to method number 2. So this, I've made up the name for this. I call them the delta H formation questions. So delta H, to work this out, is H of the products, the enthalpy of the products, minus the enthalpy of the reactants. That's how you do this question. And then what should you be looking for? And when I'm saying looking for, I'm looking for the information they give you before they ask you the question. So if you just bear with me. And you're looking for a list of enthalpies, and the enthalpies must be only for formation. So looking for a table which has delta HFs listed. And as you can see, I'll be changing the screen again to show you an example. So this is another question. And what I'm looking for is not what the question is asking me. I'm just looking at the table. If you look at the table, I'm looking for enthalpy of formation. And as you can see, the table heading is enthalpy of formation. So I know I need to do HP minus HR calculations for this. And again, this will follow in another one of my videos, how to do method 2. Okay, so I've done the first one and the second one. There are 2 more to do, and I'm just going to clear the screen. And now I'm going to talk to you about the third one. This is the Hess's Law one. Apologies, I can't remember how to spell Hess's Law. So it's either with an E or without an E at the end. I'm not sure. I should know. Okay, so what you look for here is, again, they'll give you some figures in a table, but this is not formation. They give you delta HC, which is combustion. In this case, you use a Hess's Law triangle. So you're looking for an enthalpies of combustion. And this is the same document. I'm just scrolling through. This is an 20 page document which has got random exam questions, different types. And I'm just going through this, and there you go. Question 7, what am I looking at? The table. If you look at the table, look at what they've given me. Look for delta HC in a table or in a list, and there is my table. Look at the heading. It says delta HC, so I'm going to use a Hess's Law triangle. Again, this will follow in a separate video. And here I forgot to mention what you need to look for. Look for delta HC in a table. Okay, method 4 is bond enthalpies. You are given bond enthalpies, and the method here to work out the enthalpy change is to add up the bonds broken, take away the bonds made, and then you'll get your enthalpy change. What do we look for? Well, we look for a table of some sort with average bond enthalpies. And usually they draw the bond for you as well. And if you look at this question, this has got average bond enthalpy. So you've got the type of bond and the enthalpy, the average bond enthalpy for it. So this is method number 4. I'm just revising the different types of methods now for you. Method 1 is Q equals MC delta T. Number 2 is HP minus HR. Number 3 is the Hess's law triangle. And number 4 is the bond enthalpy. So there are 4 methods that you need to use. And at this stage, we're not going to work out what the methods are or go through each method. We're just going to go through a document which has got a collection of exam papers just on energetics, and we're going to see which method to use. So for this one, look at what they give me. They give me bond enthalpies. So this is method 4. I'm just rubbing it out because it'll be difficult for me to scroll down. Okay, the second question, look at what they give me. Delta HF. Method 2 is delta HF. So this is HP minus HR. Scrolling down more. Okay, there we go. This one here, look at what they give me. Delta HC, combustion. So this is the Hess's law triangle. That's the method I have to use. Scrolling down more, look at what they give me. They give me the bond enthalpy. I can see the word bond enthalpy in the question. They don't actually give me bond enthalpies, but this is method 4. This one here is delta HF. Yeah, it's delta HF. So this is going to be method 2 because that is the one that involves delta HF, which is HP minus HR. This one, you can see it's bond enthalpy, so it's bonds broken minus bonds made. And this one, if you look at it, it says enthalpy change of formation is delta HF, which is HP minus HR. Keep scrolling. This one, enthalpy change of combustion. So delta HC, which is Hess's law. That's what I need to use for this one. This one, you can see you've got a table of bond enthalpy, so that is method 4. And this one, if you look at this one, I did this one right at the beginning, you should recognize it, is Q equals MC delta T. And this one, delta HF, so it's HP minus HR. This one is average bond enthalpy, so it's method 4. This one is delta HC, so that was method 3. I'm going through these quite fast. That's all for today. I hope you found this very useful, and do subscribe and like my videos, and I will be posting up detailed calculations for each of these types of questions. Thank you for watching.